I think of my story as one of love, loss, and resilience.
When I think about Katie, I think about someone who could really truly kind of react to any situation, and she could just be somebody who could be like the rock for anybody else.
It's just fearless when it comes to helping people.
Katie is the person that you want to grow up to be.
I remember when Noah asked me, did Daddy and I ever hang out? And when Noah asked me that, I felt really heartbroken. The first 5 years that we were married, I was really happy. Mike is a great partner. He was always anticipating my needs. You know, that is Mike all around. Then everything changed.
Really, at the beginning, she was just thinking to herself, my gosh, she's just not acting the same towards me. He didn't want to sit down and eat dinner with her, and it was just his behaviors, really, at the beginning that just got her thinking, like, this isn't really my husband. I think deep down we all knew it was just something more, something different.
It wasn't until I took him to Boston that he received the diagnosis of frontotemporal degeneration, also known as FTD, at the age of 29.
Frontotemporal dementia, or FTD, is a condition that strikes people at their prime of their life. It affects people's personality and emotional behavior and their connections with loved ones. In some cases, it affects their language and communication skills, and doesn't look in many cases like typical Alzheimer's disease or Parkinson's disease or something that many doctors are familiar with, and so can be very challenging to diagnose.
His brain was sick.
Days after Mike was diagnosed with FTD, my mother passed away unexpectedly at the age of 58. And it was just 17 days after Mom passed away that my dad's diagnosis of early onset Alzheimer's was confirmed. I went from being a wife to being a caregiver. I went from being a daughter to being a caregiver. I was now experiencing grief and loss, and all at a time where I was trying to learn how to be a new mother. Mike passed away on April 19th, 2012 at the age of 33. That's the day that we lost Mike, but FTD took him from us years earlier. I remember someone asking me during that time of crisis, how are you managing all this? How are you doing it? And I said, well, the sun just keeps coming up in the morning. And they said, you're right, Noah does keep getting up every day. And you know, that really hit home with me because Noah is the reason why I got up every day. He is my sunshine. I didn't want FTD to have the final word in Mike's life or in our family's story. And so I started doing a lot of volunteer advocacy and fundraising work to raise awareness and research funds for FTD. I was in my study and I ended up picking up a book that my mom had given me when I was 16 years old. And on the inside cover, she wrote an inscription to me that said, someday you'll have stories of your own that will inspire you. Write them down. We all need to be reminded that love is out there.
Hi everybody, welcome. Thank you for coming.
Love is Out There is an education and awareness campaign about FTD, caregiving, and taking the power back from rare diseases.
Nobody knows what the heck we're going through as caregivers, and Katie has brought us to a place where we can do it.
She is looking towards the future, hoping that in the end that this is really going to make an impact.
Because of what she gives to us, you almost want to give back or learn more.
I couldn't choose what happened to me, but I could choose how I reacted to it. I could choose to take help from community members when it was offered to me. I could choose to look for love rather than to feel like a victim. And I want other people to know that they can choose that too.